Canyon Oaks Drive in Oakland, a quiet residential street where neighbors feel safe, where people come home expecting peace. But on this Monday, one woman's worst nightmare became reality, right in front of her own home. The security camera starts rolling, capturing what should have been an ordinary moment. A woman approaching her house, keys in hand, thinking about her day, completely unaware that a predator is watching, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Then it happens. Fast, an armed robber appears, gun drawn, turning a safe space into a crime scene. You can hear her shock, her terror, the sound of someone whose world just got turned upside down in seconds. This isn't a movie. This isn't fiction. This is real. The desperation in her voice. Pure fear and disbelief that this is happening to her in front of her home, the one place that's supposed to be safe. The robber demands compliance. Come on. Showing no mercy, no humanity, just cold, calculated violence. What makes this footage so terrifying isn't just the crime itself. It's how ordinary everything looked just moments before. A woman coming home, just like you do every day, just like your mother, your sister, your daughter does every day, until ordinary becomes a nightmare. You can hear her struggling, fighting, trying to process what's happening while staring down the barrel of a gun. The audio captures every moment of terror, every plea, every desperate sound of someone whose life just got threatened. This isn't just another crime statistic. This is someone's reality, someone's trauma captured in terrifying detail. The camera keeps recording, becoming an unwitting witness to the moment when feeling safe at home becomes a luxury this woman can never take for granted again. Oakland, Canyon Oaks Drive. Your neighborhood could be next. Rocky Hill, Connecticut, April 10th. A quiet neighborhood morning. Home surveillance cameras rolling. When suddenly, an attempted car robbery explodes into violent chaos. A suspect strolls into the driveway, slides into a parked vehicle, as if he owns the place. But before he can even shut the door, the car's owner appears, and everything changes in an instant.
Out of here! You think you are? Out of here! Out of here! Help me out! Help me out! Help me out! You think you are?
Yes, where's it? They just tried to rob our car, and it's a Mercedes, and they're peeling out. Sorry.
The homeowner grabs the suspect, yanks him out, and they begin to struggle. Arm locks, shoving. It's raw, it's real, and it's all on camera. Then, backup arrives. 3 more people rush in, but they were also in masks. Not to save the homeowner, but to support the thief. They join the fight, kicking, punching, to the homeowner to steal the car at any cost. Through it all, one voice rings out, "I'm calling the cops." And in a heartbeat, just like that, the would-be thieves scatter, vanished in a second as sirens head their way. What makes this footage so powerful isn't the speed or the violence, it's the homeowner's strength and quick response. A homeowner refuses to be a victim and fight back. Criminals learn that their bad choices have consequences. Police released this video hoping someone would recognize the suspects, step forward, and bring them to justice. It's a reminder that Ring cameras don't just record life. They can prevent crime and protect the people we care about. The message is clear. If you think you can sneak into someone's driveway, take what isn't yours, think again. Because ordinary citizens aren't just bystanders. They're watchful, they're ready, and they're not afraid to defend what's theirs. In Rocky Hill, a car theft failed, the suspects fled, and the homeowner showed what true awareness is. That morning, the victim suffered for a few minutes, but in the end, he won. Crime lost. And that story was all captured in one unforgettable piece of footage. Just another day at the bank. Customers making deposits, tellers counting money, security guards standing watch. Everything looks normal. But in seconds, this quiet banking day becomes a life-or-death showdown that ends with someone not going home. The robber walks in, probably thinking this will be easy money, just another quick score. Maybe he's desperate. Maybe he's done this before. Maybe he thinks a small-town bank won't have serious security. Whatever he's thinking, he's about to learn he picked the wrong place, on the wrong day. Security cameras start rolling, capturing what happens when criminal intent meets professional protection. The guard isn't just there for show. He's trained, he's ready, and when the moment comes to choose between letting evil win or taking action, he doesn't hesitate. The confrontation happens fast. Robber makes his demand, probably showing a weapon, threatening innocent people just trying to handle their banking. But this security guard isn't backing down. He's got a job to do, people to protect, and a split second to make a decision that will change everything. Gunshots ring out, the ultimate consequence of choosing crime over respect for human life. The robber thought he was the predator, but he became the victim of his own bad choices. One moment he's threatening others, the next moment he's down. His robbery attempt turned into his final act. What makes this footage so intense isn't just the violence, it's how quickly everything changes. Normal day to nightmare in seconds. Quiet bank to crime scene, living person to casualty, all because someone chose to threaten innocent people. The security guard did his job, protected the bank, protected the customers, protected the community. But taking a life, even in self-defense, even when justified, changes everyone involved forever. This isn't a movie. This isn't entertainment. This is the real consequence when crime meets justice. Remember this video next time you think robbing a bank is easy money. Because sometimes the security isn't just for show. St. Louis, a city where families expect peace in their own homes. But for one family, terror lasted for years. All caught on a Ring doorbell camera. Their tormentor, 54-year-old Judy Klein, thought she could break them, bully them, and get away with it.
And if you can get away with it, because I'm American, it's my property.
Okay, then give me your full name. Go show me some illegal paperwork, because I know you didn't buy this house. You don't have enough money. You're not American. Get off of my property. You're not American. Get off my property. Did you have to do with 9/11, jack off? Can you get out? You're not American. Get off my property.
It starts with a hammer, smashing against the front door, each strike echoing through a home meant for safety, not violence. Get out. It's my home, a terrified voice demands. But Judy just laughs, hammers harder, shattering glass, breaking frames, property damage in the name of hate. Then, the back door, kicked open, intruding into private spaces where a 4-year-old child and her father cower in fear. Judy's voice rings out. "You're a bunch of illegals. You don't belong in America." Slurs thrown like weapons, more dangerous than the hammer in her hand. Day after day, week after week, she returns, shouting threats, rifling through mail, hurling racist insults, pushing this family to the edge. "They literally had the opportunity to kill my dad or my sister," the homeowner's daughter recalls, her voice shaking with the trauma that no one should endure in their own yard. Finally, social media becomes their ally. The family posts the viral footage. Millions see the hate, the injustice, the lack of response from local police. Only then do charges begin to stick. First-degree burglary, property damage, unlawful use of a weapon. Judy Klein, brought to justice, but not before she made this family feel invisible, unsafe, under siege in their own home. This footage is more than shocking. It's a warning. Hate can hide behind any door, racism can wear any face, and it takes courage to stand up, and the power of video to force justice. For the Suarez family, this ring camera was their witness, their protector, their voice when the world wouldn't listen. Remember, home should be your sanctuary, but sometimes you need proof to prove that sanctuary has been violated. Let this story remind you to speak out, to record, and to demand justice when evil knocks. It was a quiet night. The roads were nearly empty and the neighborhood was asleep. A CCTV camera kept silent watch over a peaceful front yard and a white car parked in the driveway. Everything seemed normal, until something unexpected happened. At 11:16 p.m., two women appeared on the street. At first, they looked like ordinary passerby, but what they did next was far from imagination. One of the women approached the white car in the driveway and pulled the handle of the car door. Shockingly, the car was unlocked. The door opened. Seeing this, the second woman, carrying a bag, rushed toward the vehicle. The first woman moved to the trunk, while the other opened the front door. Within seconds, they checked the whole car and stole valuable items. Among the stolen items was a bank card, which was later used to withdraw £500. In just moments, they vanished, but not without leaving a trace. Their actions, clothing, and partial faces were captured by the security camera. Due to the darkness, facial details are unclear, but this footage might still help identify them. The next day, the homeowner shared the footage on social media, appealing to the community for help, asking if anyone's Ring camera had captured better images that could assist in identifying the culprits. This incident is a stark reminder to always lock your car, even in your own driveway. Thieves look for easy targets, and even one unlocked car can cost significant losses. Stay safe, stay aware. Share this to spread the word and prevent others from becoming victims. It was a quiet night in the peaceful neighborhood where 88-year-old Lily lived. The porch of her home, dimly lit and calm, held two cherished white rocking chairs, her favorite place to sit and watch the world go by. Everything seemed perfectly normal. Inside, Lily and her son Daryl were sound asleep, unaware that something unusual was about to happen. Thankfully, their Ring camera was on watch.
You better bring that chair right back.
Suddenly, in the stillness of the night, the Ring device detected movement. At midnight, a notification pinged on Daryl's phone. Motion detected on the porch. Startled, Daryl quickly checked the live feed. What he saw shocked him. A stranger, a woman, had approached the porch. She cautiously looked around, pausing for a moment to make sure no one was watching. Her eyes settled on one of Lily's beloved rocking chairs. Without hesitation, she lifted it and began to walk away. Daryl, reacting fast, activated the Ring camera's two-way talk feature and called out, "You'd better bring that chair right back." But the woman didn't stop. Not scared by the voice or the camera, she ran off into the night, chair in hand. She was not aware that everything had been captured clearly: her face, her clothing, her every move. Daryl wasted no time. He shared the video footage with local law enforcement immediately. Thanks to the crystal-clear recording, the police were able to track down the thief and the rocking chair. Within just 2 days, Lily's chair was returned to her porch, safe and sound. In a heartwarming moment, officers personally delivered the chair back to Lily, who sat smiling as the familiar creak of the wood welcomed her home once again. She thanked the police and praised their quick action. But she also knew who the real hero was that night: the Ring camera that never sleeps. Stay alert, stay protected. This incident is a powerful reminder that even a small step, like installing a camera, can protect the people and memories we hold dear. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, don't hesitate. Report it, act fast, and let technology work for you. It was a quiet night. The sky was full of clouds and the streets were wrapped in silence. Everything seemed calm. Chase was deep in sleep, the soft hum of the night offering no hint of disturbance. Until suddenly, at exactly 3 a.m., his phone buzzed. Motion alert. Someone is on your porch. Sleepy but alert, Chase rubbed his eyes and opened the Ring app to check the live feed. What he saw jolted him awake.
Yo.
A shadowy figure slowly emerged on the camera. A stranger, casually walking up to the porch, paused under the overhead lights. He looked around cautiously, ensuring no one was watching. Then, he walked toward the patio furniture placed neatly near the front door. "I was shocked at what I was seeing," Chase said. Frozen in disbelief, he watched the intruder stare at the chair, then begin to sneak off with it. But Chase wasn't about to sit by and watch. With a quick tap, he activated the two-way talk feature and firmly said,
Yo.
"Yo." Startled, the intruder jumped back and, in panic, threw the furniture aside, fleeing the scene as fast as he had come. Though the act was interrupted, the Ring camera had captured everything: his face, clothing, and every movement in crystal-clear night vision. Thanks to the alert and quick response, Chase's property was safe, and the footage would be useful for authorities. Chase shared, "I am lucky. Just having a live look at pretty much anywhere at any time really puts our mind at ease, whether we're away or even just sitting at home." The Ring cam didn't just protect our home, but it also gave us peace of mind. A horrifying home invasion was caught on a Ring doorbell camera near Trumpet Circle and Snakeweed Drive-In in Converse, Texas, leaving a community shaken but grateful for a fortunate outcome. The footage, captured on the cold and quiet morning of January 19, 2019, begins with a seemingly peaceful view of a backyard deck. Tools, a lawnmower, and everyday clutter do not indicate what is about to unfold. After a few minutes, a masked individual wearing a blue hoodie approached the porch. In one hand, he held a firearm, and with the other, he gestured and communicated with someone off camera, his eyes locked on the Ring camera above the door. Moments later, he was joined by two other masked suspects, all dressed in hoodies, their faces fully concealed. After exchanging a few words, the first suspect pointed toward the camera and issued a command. Without hesitation, he forcefully kicked in the front door, shattering it in a single blow. The group then rushed into the home. One suspect also carried a red bag, signaling their intent to rob. From inside the home, terrified screams can be heard as they enter the house. According to Ring, who later released the footage to media outlets, the homeowner was inside during the invasion, but was miraculously saved. The suspects quickly fled the scene, taking valuables with them. However, their faces, clothing, movements, and the break-in itself were all clearly captured on the Ring device, providing crucial evidence for local authorities. Converse police are actively investigating the case, reviewing the footage to identify and track down the suspects. Community members are being urged to come forward with any information related to the incident. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of home surveillance and community awareness. If you see someone suspicious at your doorstep, especially masked and unknown, immediately call 911. Even small actions, like noticing unusual behavior or alerting neighbors, can prevent tragedies and help protect your community. Melbourne, July 13, 2017. A terrifying moment was caught on CCTV today as a bold robbery attempt unfolded at a tobacco shop in Hallam, Melbourne. The shocking footage reveals a lone suspect entering the store around 3:30 p.m., threatening the shop attendant with a knife and stealing over $2,000 in cash, only to be chased out by the brave employee. Security footage shows the man dressed in a black hoodie with white stripes on his pants and white sneakers, walking calmly down the footpath before entering the store. At first glance, he appeared to be a regular customer. Inside the shop, Jenny, the attendant on duty, was standing at the counter, and at that time, she was alone in the shop. What seemed like a normal transaction quickly turned dangerous as the man pulled a kitchen knife from his pocket and began threatening her, demanding money from the till. Despite the fear, Jenny remained calm and pretended not to understand his commands in an attempt to de-escalate the situation. As the robber became increasingly aggressive, he forced his way behind the counter, breaking through the swinging door. Jenny, showing immense courage, tried to fight him off by grabbing him by the neck, but the attacker pushed her aside and managed to snatch a cash bag containing more than $2,000. He then fled the scene. Not ready to let him get away, Jenny chased the man out of the store, yelling for help. Outside, a witness named Sebastian Ruisi, who was in the car park, saw the suspect running and attempted to follow him down a nearby alley. Unfortunately, the suspect escaped. Local police arrived shortly after the incident and have since reviewed the CCTV footage and dusted for fingerprints. The man is believed to be in his 20s, wearing all black at the time of the crime. Authorities are now urging anyone who may recognize the suspect or has any information to come forward immediately. Police emphasized the importance of reporting suspicious activity and avoiding confrontation with armed individuals. Jenny's bravery was exceptional, but we never encourage civilians to risk their lives in such situations, a police spokesperson stated. Call emergency services and prioritize your safety. Thankfully, no one was physically harmed, and Jenny was safe, though shaken by the ordeal. You order food delivery. You trust the person bringing it to your door. You expect them to deliver your meal and leave. But what happens when that trust gets betrayed? When the very person you're paying to help you decides to help themselves to your belongings instead? This Deliveroo rider pulls up to make a delivery, just like hundreds of others he's probably made before. Normal day, normal route, normal job. But then he spots something that changes everything. A package sitting on a neighbor's doorstep, just waiting there, unprotected. You can see the moment temptation takes over. He's supposed to drop off food and go, but instead, he starts eyeing that package. His job gives him the perfect cover. Who would suspect a delivery driver? Who would question someone in uniform just walking around the neighborhood? Watch as he makes his move. Casual at first, checking to see if anyone's watching. Then getting bolder, reaching for what isn't his. This isn't just theft. This is a violation of trust. People rely on delivery drivers. We let them into our neighborhoods, onto our property. And this is how some repay that trust. But here's what this rider didn't count on. Cameras, Ring doorbells, security systems, watching his every move. What he thought was an easy score becomes evidence. What he thought was invisible becomes a viral video showing exactly who he is and what he did. The really scary part? This probably isn't his first time. How many packages has he stolen before? How many deliveries has he used as cover for theft? How many neighborhoods has he violated while wearing that uniform? This footage doesn't just catch one thief, it exposes a whole problem. When the people we trust to deliver our food start stealing our packages, when uniforms become disguises for criminals, that's when you realize Your doorstep isn't as safe as you thought. Next time you order delivery, remember this video, and remember to watch who you're really letting into your neighborhood. It was a quiet October night. The porch was still and all seemed calm under the watchful lens of a Ring camera. The homeowners settled in for the evening, had no reason to expect anything unusual. But at 9:22 p.m., everything changed. The Ring device sent a notification. Someone is at your porch. Startled, the homeowner quickly opened the live feed, and what appeared on the screen was nothing short of alarming.
Hey, yo. Yo, what you doing? Why you all up in my shit? Yo, get the out of here, man. Get the out of here. Hurry up and get the out of here. I see you by my shit again, I'm a hurry the up and get out of here. Yo, I swear to God, I see you over, I'm a the over here. Come over here.
A stranger had wandered into view, lurking at the front gate. He looked around cautiously, checking his surroundings as if making sure no one was watching. But the camera caught everything. Moments later, the individual slipped toward the garage area. He vanished briefly, only to return dragging a garbage trolley, as if it was his to take. He had something else in his hand too, something taken from the property. With one last glance over his shoulder, he began to leave. But the homeowner wasn't going to let him walk away that easily. Without hesitation, the homeowner rushed outside, confronting the suspect with a gun in one hand. There was a brief chase, and the confrontation turned tense when it became clear that the homeowner was armed. The homeowner chased him, yelled at the man to stop and return the stolen items. The intruder panicked and fled the scene, disappearing into the night. Though the encounter was brief, it was dangerous, and it could have ended much worse. Thankfully, the homeowner was safe and quickly retreated indoors to lock the door and alert authorities. But the story doesn't end there. Thanks to the clear footage from the Ring camera, the suspect's face, clothing, and actions were captured in detail. Key evidence that has now been turned over for investigation. This video shows if you ever spot a stranger at your door, do not confront them directly. Use your Ring camera's two-way audio to speak from a safe distance and call local authorities immediately. Prioritize your safety over your possessions. This incident is a chilling reminder that vigilance and smart home security can make all the difference.